D.C Legend, Garry Russell Sr., Candlelight Visual. Rest in peace.
Something that I thought about, you know, there's such a small percentage of people in the world that ever get to a place in life that they are one of the best in the world at what they do.
Oh yeah.
It hardly ever happens. He was one of them.
That's right.
He was one. He was one. It's a needle in the haystack type of thing. If you ask me, I say he's the best boxing coach that ever existed. And I say that based on the man took homegrown sons. He didn't get people that somebody else trained a little bit. He didn't get champions that were already made. Nah, he created them. Literally.
Crazy.
Yeah. 4 national Golden Glove champions. That mean at one point in time, all 4 of his sons that was boxing was the best in the country in their weight.
Facts.
Two Olympians, world champion, 2 undefeated prospects. There is no other one coach in boxing with those same accolades, not one. You gotta put 5 or 6 of them together to get half of the man accolades. But that's just boxing intelligent, and that's just a glimpse of some of the different conversations that we used to have, some of the different talks, and we all gonna miss him. He was a force. He was a force.
He was.
And I believe that he was placed in every one of our lives for a reason. And that reason is for each one of y'all individually to figure it out. And they may all be same or similar reasons, but it's for each one of y'all to figure it out. I know as for me, I'm gonna push for excellence in everything that I do because of him. I'm gonna exercise wisdom. I'm gonna exercise vision. The man had vision. They told us he planned all this in the 70s.
Facts.
The man had vision. I never seen somebody so dedicated. So dedicated. Boxing was everything. His boys getting where they were with everything. And I just say, man, if we can all take a piece of that and keep right here, and remember who we are and learn a little bit more about who we are, we keep on moving forward, we'll begin to change the narrative for ourselves, for our people, for our families, for our community. And that was part of his vision as well. That was part of his vision as well. I appreciate all y'all. I love all y'all. Al Bundy.
Pastor. Deacon Tony. Real. And once again, man, thank everybody for coming on, man. Y'all want, well, we watching the fight tonight. So y'all want to watch the fight, we can make room with seats. We can make it happen. But appreciate y'all for coming on, man. We going through a party real soon, like facts. I'm doing some right.
Yeah, I ain't here.
Man,
You don't want nothing, man.
I'm most definitely, man.
Boy, get off. You and him.
What I do?
Both of y'all, man.
It was always that wasn't me. It was always him.
I always say it.
Anyway, I accept my L's. I accept my L's. And Garry, he didn't really gloat. He just smiled at you. I got you. You know. But I'll say the legacy he living in all of us. A piece of him's got to be in every one of you. But for this joker to say, Garry, boom. He put one on us already. So he gonna be here. He gonna be here. And he gonna keep on. But the legacy that he left, goodness night. Just that vision. Now the thing is, can I still do that? I might try that with some of my grandkids. Because I was thinking about it. I tried with my grandkids. But he did it.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, he did it, man. And I had this week on the radio, on Sirius Satellite Radio, I had Jerry Cooney and Randy Gordon do a tribute to him. So they did a nice tribute to him and everything. And I always getting to him because he always getting on Garry Jr. Talking about Mr. What do you call Garry? Mr. Once a year. No, Mr. Once a year, Garry.
Because nobody want to fight today.
Yeah, because nobody want to fight. So I had explained that to him because Cooney was telling him. Cooney said, well, if they ever fight him, nobody wants to fight Garry. So it is what it is. Now that he got the, I mean, I like to tell him that Messiah fight. I mean, we all got to understand why they did what they did. You can't blame them because it's money dealing with the sanctioning fees, and Garry ain't paying those sanctioning fees fighting once a year. That's why they did what they did.
It's a money thing.
That's why they did it. Ain't nothing but that. Other than that, it went on. But thank God for it, because now he gonna get some.
Best believe that.
What y'all ready to do now?
Best believe that.
What y'all ready to do now?
Best believe that.
Woo! That money can really jump. Garry Antoine got very, very lot of options. Already they pushing the fight for Haney. Well, I'm pushing it, and Cooney is pushing it for Haney to fight Garry Antoine.
Keep pushing.
That's what we pushing for right now. Y'all can all turn to Serious Side Radio every Monday and Friday at 1:56. You know, it struck me because I'm always getting on. Me and Garry always getting on every time I come to the gym. Whatever we talk. What happened? He's here. He's gonna still be here. He's right here, and he's gonna be in our hearts, man. You know, it's. Man, I'm telling you, well, you know, you gotta take what God don't make no mistakes. He chooses when he chooses, how he chooses. But that's my can of living.
I want to say a couple of things about Big G. First, I want to say that all of us, everybody here, blood relatives or not, we were all genuinely blessed to know the guy.
Oh yeah.
We was genuinely blessed to be able to be around him, to soak up his wisdom, to get to know his boys, get to know his family, and meet other friends through him. It was all a blessing. But here's some. The crazy part about it, as great as he was at that, the man was so much greater as a man. He was so much greater as a man. That's why we all around here. How many of us actually boxed in the ring for G? Raise your hand. Exactly. And this was something that was called off and then called back on. So everybody would have been here, not here. But what I'm saying is to say, most of us didn't box for him, but we still was drawn to him. Oh, yeah. We was connected to him. We was close to him, and he imparted something in all of us. He actually changed my life dramatically. He changed how I raised my sons. He changed how me and my wife moved spiritually. And our life been blessed. Our life been blessed.
Amen.
Our life been blessed.
Amen.
You know, really. The man, I watched how he raised his kids. I've had the opportunity to use his kids, his sons, their work ethic, and Big G's desire to push for excellence at all times. I used that to raise my kids, and I applied it. You know, and that was a strategy given to me literally from him, play by play. I mean, he was real big on African heritage.
Yeah.
He was real big on that. He was real big on people knowing where they came from. So I suggest to all y'all want to honor him, y'all love him, y'all miss him. Well, get to know where you came from.
That's right.
Get to know where you really came from.
Hey.
With some understanding behind it. And if you really want to honor him, then guess what? We all watched him push for excellence for his boys.
Yeah.
We watched that. Well, guess what? We supposed to be pushing for excellence, and whatever it is, we gonna push it. Whatever it is. That's how we honor him. That's how we take his energy and it still live. That's how we can still remember him. We can still play back conversations. I got so many. God, I feel so honored to have been able to go all around the country watching the boys fight ever since they was amateurs, and just the all-night conversations, the Allen getting cussed out because he forgot this, he forgot that. I started feeling so bad for Allen. I said, Allen, man, I'm gonna start
And then you found out that he was
I'm gonna start helping you, Allen.
Oh, now?
So, you know,
well, now. Yeah. Thank you.
we all gonna miss him.
No late. Appreciate it.
I've been helping you.
What?
Allen, how many times I saved you from getting cussed out, man?
About 10.
Every fight.
But that's what Dad do though. He yells. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Tyron, how many times he yelled at you? How many times he knocked you up or something like that? Exactly.
Basically, the last thing I really want to say is he loved all of us. That's why we here. He was a special man. Very, very special man. I doubt we'll ever meet anyone close to that. I do truly believe that he come from African royalty. And I can believe that. And if you watch how certain people move, then it's easier to believe than with others. Look, this guy united a whole community. And bigger than that.
He was the dad to everybody.
I seen it's so many people that call him dad. I'm only 13 years younger than him, and I almost wanted to call him dad. But dad would have just been putting one of the hats on him that he wore. He was my brother, he was my friend, he was my comrade, he was my confidant, he was my advisor, my mentor. He was a person my wife called to snitch on me too. You know, he was a surrogate father to my sons. When they won't listen to me, I call him, Big G, talk to your nephews, talk to him. And we all loved him. He was a special man. I just asked that everybody honor that love you had for him, that admiration you had for him. Honor him by pushing for excellence. Let that be how you show him. Because he can still hear, he's still here, he still see, he still hears, energy still live. Energy never die.
The opportunity for everybody to be able to come to have and pay homage to a soldier and a warrior that now I feel like he turned into a spirit that we all could break into our own hearts. When we had him as an individual, I wish that I had took the time to get more knowledge from him. But he definitely led an example, especially about having knowledge of who we all are. And that we are the crown of creation. So once you begin to know that you are the crown of creation and how much value that the Almighty or whatever God your understanding puts into you, then you start to carry yourself a little bit better. So that was something that he always brought to my understanding and looked at things from a different perspective. Definitely had a warrior spirit, you feel me? He got a warrior bloodline. So that gave me opportunity to say, hey, maybe I come from a warrior spirit and a warrior bloodline. You know what I mean?
On the close, I just want to say a couple words. Sorry.
No. Man, we all love
but,
him. Go ahead, talk, man.
I'm 24 years old. And my name is Rashid Antonio. When I met the brothers, my father took me to the gym. And it's pretty much like he gave me away to a tribe, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I was. And then he left. He's gone out the picture. So it's just a blessing to be, you know, stronger than I ever could have been mentally, you know, physically, because of this family that the Most High has blessed me with. You know what I'm saying? They broke me down and built me back up. You know, I know everyone here feel what I'm saying. So I don't want to say like too much, but Pops was a father figure to many people, especially me, and he was a father to me. Fed me, clothed me, the shelter over my head, and I just want to say I'ma miss him. I'ma think about him every day till you know. I just want to say thank y'all for coming and showing me that I got like so many faces to look forward to seeing in the future. You know what I'm saying? That I know that stood here with me during this time, this hard times right here. But I love every one of y'all. Thank you for coming.
Amen.
Wasn't only a brother. We took him home when all this. He had a home. We had a home to go in. See, this the stuff. A lot of people like these young say, y'all got. We was doing it early before it got like this. We all like all this was coming in to make us. Cause Garry was talking about boxing. We was in his Aunt Daisy's backyard. I was back there lifting weights. I ain't want to box. I was on another level. I like to lift weights. Garry and say, why you ain't boxing, Skinner? I say, that's y'all shit. That's y'all shit, you know? Y'all do that shit. I ain't want nobody punching on me. It wasn't that I was scared, man. I could defend myself, but I wasn't gonna let you punch on me. You understand what? So I'm gonna get you off me. But like Garry, like get back to what I was saying. We was all kids. Garry had a car, man. I'm gonna tell you, it was everybody's car. Called Ford Montego. We was kids now. I'm 15, Garry, I think Garry about 15, my brother 14, because my brother brought him home. We lived with my mother's house, my mother's sister's house, because my mother was married, right? We lived over there. So Garry come up the house. He like my nephew, he looked chubby then. But Garry just started working out. He was in our days backyard. He said, Skinner, man, I'm gonna do this shit. I think he crazy. Sitting back there talking about, I'm gonna be a professional. Damn it didn't come through him. It came through his sons. And I watched them when they was like this. Y'all talking about little Garry. I watched little Garry walk around with 20 pounds. He wasn't even 4 years old. Walking around with heavy weights, boxing. I'm like, what is he doing to these kids, right? In my mind, I'm like, what is he doing to these kids? And Garry, he say, Skinner. He said, they call me Skinner all the time. He said, Skinner. Just don't know. Just don't know. I got a plan. That's all he kept saying. And man, I see it, man. This dude had a plan, man, from the 70s, and it came through his kids, man. Say, you know, if y'all got a plan, keep it in your heart and roll with it, like he said. You know, he put something in all of y'all. And this ain't just the end of his story. It's the beginning, man. This is the beginning of a whole new thing again. You know, that's all I want to say, man. You know, y'all just keep moving, man. See, my life changed too. I went through a change. Y'all gonna go through a change, and it's gonna be for the best if you stay focused. You remember, he always say, stay focused.
Ever since Lord G turned pro, Big G used to have me do a prayer. Shut up. at every fight. And it was kind of weird because it grew from a regular prayer to something that I actually drew from all of them, all of the brothers and Big Garry, and I put together, and it's something that we started saying at every fight. And
to the point now we can't fight unless this happens. Like,
yeah.
like,
God forbid some reason I can't make it to the fight. Big G call me on speakerphone.
You should videotape it now.
And so it's something that we do, and I want to share it with you guys so we can give you a little bit of insight into his mindset on a spiritual level. And this is
little Bahama now.
I should. It goes, African ancestors, it is to you that we, your children, give respect and honor. Ancestors, we call upon you and welcome you in this place. We draw from your strength, your wisdom and courage. Because of you, we exist. Those who are skilled in combat do not become afraid. Those who are skilled at winning do not become angered. The wise win before the fight, while the ignorant fight to win. God, we thank you for wisdom. We thank you for health. We thank you for highly active pineal glands that allow us to receive and transmit information through the universe. God, we thank you for the ability to operate at peak performance levels far superior to our opposition. We thank you for unlimited potential. We thank you for great preparation, great performance, and great purpose. We thank you for the strength to fight, and each victory is also a victory for our people and all that we fight against. We are not normal. We belong to a specialized class of enlightened individuals that seek and spread knowledge. I say. All right. And that's who he was. Outside of the jokes, outside of all of that, he was a highly spiritual man. Highly spiritual.